Muy buenas y bienvenidos un día más a un rato con Shirato, y hoy nos vamos a una galaxia muy lejana para continuar la historia de Star Wars KOTOR, Caballeros de Antigua República 2, los Caballeros Sith, donde vamos a ver qué nos depara hoy el futuro, si somos Sith, si somos Jedi. Obviamente somos Sith, ya lo sabéis, lleva al lado oscuro. Y sin más dilación, recordaros que estos son los extractos del canal morado y vídeo. Pues venga, vamos para allá. A ver, por aquí es por donde hemos venido. Vale, el mapa. Este es el laboratorio, vale. No. Corre que nos mata. Vamos a curarnos. No hay nada para coger aquí. Solo está la puta puerta. Vamos para el otro lado antes de continuar. Bueno, y antes de continuar voy a guardar. O sea que solo puedo ir para allí. Ya lo estaba haciendo bien. Ah, bueno, al menos aquí no hay robots. Pero tampoco hay nada para coger. ¿Puedo equiparme algo?
This is the exit, but it is sealed. Strange. In my visions, it was open.
Es extraño que la costilla no se haya abierto dada las circunstancias. Igual es posible abrirla desde un terminal de acceso. Productos químicos, granada de iones. Solo hay una taquilla.
Be careful. There is much energy in the room beyond, yet it stems from nothing that lives. Can you not sense them? Reach out. Cast aside your sight. Cast aside what you see, and instead reach out with your perceptions.
Hostias.
Ah, you can feel them. The droids you cannot perceive, but the small oscillations of energy, that you can feel, echoing outwards.
Con la llave de crédito has obtenido el poder pasivo de precognición. Cuando este poder se activa deberías guardar la partida. Hijos de puta. Comprobar los registros de seguridad.
Is this thing on? All right, all hands, especially you, Corder. Listen up, because I'm not gonna say this again. The next one of you Juma heads to try and smuggle a blaster, or so help me, any sort of military-grade frag weapons into my facility is gonna take a long walk out the airlock. Why? Because in case you forgot, Paragian fuel explodes at high temperatures. That's what blasted that chunk out of Paragus 2 and created this asteroid field. So if I catch any of you with anything other than sonic charges or mining lasers, I'll burn you and your contract. Security out.
Uf.
And according to one of the miners, it was because one of the sonic charges went off prematurely. And like before, it was one set by a mining droid. The three idiots were grouped so close to the charge, it might as well have been a grenade going off. The blast turned their bones to dust. The blast wrecked the internal components of the droid that set the charge, though, so we can't even dissect it to see what happened. I don't like what's going on here. Ever since that Jedi showed up, things are getting worse. It's not just Korda and his miners, or the fights, but now the droids are acting crazy. If we don't find what's causing this, or who, this facility is going to be space dust by the time the next Telos freighter arrives.
A ver, eso está claro. Es HK-47 el que está haciendo todo esto.
So, you're in maintenance. Then maybe you can tell me what's going on with these droids.
Sir, I don't know. It's like their behavior cores are undergoing binary decay, but I can't find the source. This shouldn't be happening.
Well, that's reassuring. It isn't happening. So the next time we nearly have a breach in the ventilation tunnels, I could just close my eyes and pretend it's my imagination. You better give me some answers. I want to know the damage these droids can do if they start mining us instead of asteroid rock.
Sir, these droids aren't combat models. Their mining lasers are weaker and less accurate than blasters. I doubt those droids could even hit one of us.
Are you blind? What about the miners in Medbay? It's sabotage, and it started right after the commander said we weren't going to sell the Jedi to the exchange. So I want you to find out how these droids are being sabotaged. That'll tell me who's trying to clear a path to get that Jedi off the facility and stop him. In the meantime, make sure the security's armed with all the ion and sonic charges you can find. If those droids start coming after me, I'm gonna need more than low-grade mining lasers to take them down. Clear?
Yes, sir. Maintenance control out.
Idiot. So, you're in maintenance.
Sir,
Este es el que hemos visto.
yes, sir.
Idiot. I installed an override switch to shut down any droids on this level, just in case someone locks me out of the administration console. As added insurance, I tied the override switch into the circuit to the holding cell door. It'll make sure it can only be opened if all droids in the level are shut down. I doubt Korda or any of his men have the skill to pull off something like this, but I'm not taking any chances while we're sitting in the middle of this asteroid minefield. Whoever's responsible won't be able to have the droids rescue him after I lock him up. Nothing will cut through that door. He'll be trapped.
Vale, ya sabemos por qué.
I secured the stealth field generator inside one of the footlockers in the security storage room. If I have the specs right, the interface field should be effective against the droid's sensors. All I need to do is equip the belt, and some skill with stealth in order to use it. As long as I don't get too close to the droids, they shouldn't detect me. If any more droids start malfunctioning, the belt should buy me enough time to get to the override switch I set up in the communications blister console. I'd rather shut them down than destroy them. I want to find out how these droids are being sabotaged, maybe even turn them against whoever's sabotaging them.
Vale. No. A ver, en teoría... Yo no tengo nada para equiparme. Se ha dicho que había guardado algo en la taquilla, ¿no? La H se cambia. Pues nada, como ha dicho, como nos ha recomendado el juego, vamos a guardar.
Ah, you hear it. It is fate, but it is there.
Me siento raro, como si el efecto de los sedantes hubiera pasado. ¿Hay algún problema? ¿Qué está ocurriendo?
It is the Force, you feel. It has not been so long as for you to forget.
¿Qué te pasa, Atos? No, a ver, un segundito. Pero no es como antes. Siento que procede desde muy lejos. Es como un sonido, pero ha pasado casi una década. Me había olvidado. No quiero esto. Otra vez, no, nunca más. Ha pasado casi una década.
Do not turn away from it. Listen. Feel it.
En pirámide, ¿no?
Come. I shall guide you down the familiar paths. You will need it if we are to survive and escape.
A ver si me dan ya la fuerza y un sable láser y empiezo a reventar a la peña. A medida que obtengas experiencia, restablecerás lentamente tu conexión con la fuerza. Ve la pantalla de subida de nivel para escoger tus aptitudes de la fuerza. Subir de nivel. Se te ha concedido el siguiente dote. Sensible a la fuerza y especialista sin armas. Vale. A ver, habilidades. Tengo un punto de habilidades. Sigilo, percepción, persuasión, reparación. Me lo voy a poner. Percepción o persuadir. Una pequeña pausa de publicidad. Si llegáis hasta aquí, espero que el vídeo os esté gustando y os esté entreteniendo. Por aquí os salen las redes sociales, ya sabéis, Instagram y todo esto. Darle a follow y seguid entreteniéndoos. Adelante. En persuadir. Ah, tengo 3 puntos. Espérate. Entonces me lo subo. Esta 4. Y esta 2. Vale. Y ahora, poderes. ¿Qué poder elijo? Nivel 6, restricción por blindaje. Nivel 6, joder, macho, vale. Eso lo puedo elegir los que están en verde. Ok, señora, todos. Hasta ahorita. Esto era poder de lado. Este poder permite atacar a la mente de su oponente. Atacar a la mente de su oponente. Estos serán muy buenos, es verdad. Si me pongo este, luego no puedo utilizar blindaje pesado. Pero da igual porque este ganamos mucha bonificación. Este, el de conversación. Bueno, de momento hemos ganado un punto para la luz, pero estamos ahí equilibrados. Generador del campo de sigilo. Ah, coño, está aquí el generador del campo de sigilo. Sabía que matarlos. No hay nada más. Pero en serio, sigo sin poderme equipar. Puto amo de estos atoides que somos. Los matatoides nos llamaron. Coño, sí que hay, ¿no? Suministros de emergencia. ¿Y cuánto me pack? Consigo buscar interruptor de anulación de control. A ver cómo llevamos el mapa.
Beyond this door, someone yet lives. Be mindful. His thoughts are difficult to read. But you have nothing to fear from this one, and he might yet prove useful.
¿Estás segura? No sé, no sé.
Nice outfit. What, you miners change regulation uniforms while I've been in here?
¿Quién eres? Será mejor que mantenga los ojos abiertos y me digas quién eres. Me explica por qué estás encerrado, qué es este sitio, esta instalación, qué ha pasado. Será mejor que mantenga los ojos abiertos y me digas quién eres.
Atten Rand. Excuse me if I don't shake hands. The field only causes mild electrical burns.
Me explicas por qué estás encerrado.
Security claimed I violated some trumped-up regulation or another. Take it up with them if you want. But they stopped listening to me shortly before they stopped feeding me. Now that's criminal.
¿Qué es este
Hey, you
sitio?
mean you didn't come here on purpose? I'm shocked. I really am. This slice of paradise is the Paragus mining facility, the only supplier of shipping-grade engine fuel to this corner of the galaxy. Paragus fuel plays havoc with engines, but it gets the job done. As long as you don't mind the toxic byproducts and trying to mine it without blowing yourself up.
Esta instalación me parece muy segura.
Yeah, this asteroid belt is one giant minefield. One proton torpedo, even a stray blaster shot, can start an explosion that'll make the one that shattered Paragus 2 look like a kid's pop detonator.
Pero
You know the planet with the exposed core you saw flying in? That hole was caused by the first mining station that tried to siphon fuel off the planet. Blew a whole chunk out of the planet and set it drifting out here in a big clump of fuel-cooled asteroids. So the miners drill the asteroids now, not the planet's surface. That's why they don't allow blasters here. Can't trust a miner jumped up on Juma juice not to fire one stray shot that'll turn the entire colony into a thermal detonator. You mean before or after that Jedi showed up? Either way, it's a real short story. You see, this Jedi shows up, and you know what that means. Where there's one Jedi, the Republic will soon be crawling up your ion engine in no time. But the story gets better. See, some of the miners get it into their ferrocrete skulls that since the Jedi's unconscious, they can collect the bounty the exchange has posted for live Jedi. Well, what passes for the law here didn't like that idea. So the two groups started fighting. Then there was some big explosion. I was sitting here for a long time. Then you showed up in your underwear and things got a lot better.
¿Hay recompensa por los Jedi capturados? ¿Por qué?
Don't know much about it. Maybe the exchange wants one as a trophy, or somebody's got something against Jedi and is looking to collect. Not many Jedi left. Wouldn't surprise me if the bounty's pretty high.
¿Qué es el
The
intercambio?
exchange is a big crime outfit, mostly operate out of Nar Shaddaa. Spice running, gun trafficking, slave trading. Now I guess they're posting bounties on Jedi.
Uf. ¿Por qué iban a ofrecer una recompensa por los Jedis?
Like I said, I don't know too much about it. Could be something personal, or just business. Either way, there aren't many Jedi left to do anything about it.
No quedan muchos Jedis.
The ones that weren't killed in the Jedi Civil War ended up switching off the lightsabers long ago. Word is there's not even a Jedi Council anymore, but who knows?
Había escuchado rumores de una guerra, pero una guerra entre Jedis. Las historias que he escuchado eran de los Sith, no de los Jedis.
Yeah, Revan, Malak, and the Jedi that went to join them in the Mandalorian Wars. They turned against the other Jedi and had a scrap that almost laid waste to the galaxy. Where have you been?
En mi viaje he escuchado unos cuantos rumores, pero poco más. He estado lejos de las guerras mandalorianas. Tú dime qué pasó aquí. ¿Qué sucedió entre Revan y Malak?
Well, I wasn't there, but like all Sith, Revan and Malak turned on each other. After they turned on the Jedi, of course.
En fin, que Revan derrotó a Malak y luego fue a Corriban para unir a los Sith contra la República. Más o menos, sí.
Story. But whatever
En el
happened
final
there
malo,
is how it
sí.
lasted. Oh, there was some big civil war on Korriban. Knocked that academy to the ground. Looks like Revan's grand crusade finally consumed her.
¿Cuánto tiempo has estado en esta jaula? Revan era un hombre, no una mujer.
Maybe you're right. Maybe I just hoped Revan was a woman.
Tenía más preguntas para ti. Esta discusión sobre Revan no tiene sentido. Tengo que saber qué ha pasado aquí.
Look, not like your half-naked interrogation isn't a personal fantasy of mine, but... Hey, wait a minute. You're that Jedi the miners were talking about. Where is everybody?
No sé, esta instalación parece abandonada.
Well, the miners can't all be gone. But if they are... Look, hey, let me out and I can help you. I can. I've gotten out of trouble countless times.
Dime cuál es tu plan y seguiremos a partir de ahí. Persuadir.
This facility isn't a military installation, which means we may have a chance. You shut down this cell security field and I can reroute the emergency system so we can get to the hangars. We grab a ship and then we fly out of here.
Tú dime lo que hay que hacer y ya veremos. Podrías sacar una nave de aquí sin ti. Confío en ti. Si colaboramos, tal vez salgamos de este lío. Voy a apagar la jaula, pero si intentas salir corriendo, te partiré en dos sin pensarlo dos veces.
Great. Now
El lado oscuro, por fin. Tú queda delante de mí y no hagas movimientos bruscos. Muy bien, vamos.
All right, here we are. Now this console is set on automatic hail. You may have heard it when you came in. The asteroid drift charts are constantly being updated, so it sends out a transmission to incoming vessels so they don't get crushed into space dust. The hail warns them to keep their distance until orbital drift charts are transmitted, and then provides docking instructions to incoming ships, usually freighters. Thing is, you can bounce that same transmission back to the comm here, and suddenly you've got access to the communication system from the inside. Pure Pazak. The console's ours. Now, all we need to do is reactivate the turbo lifts, cancel the emergency lockdown. Hey! This system's been severed from the main hub, after it was locked down from remote. You can't even reroute the system, it's been cut clean.
Repara, esto no es un procedimiento estándar de un cierre de emergencia.
No. Someone tried to lock down this whole level tight, and leave us here. Trapped.
¿Podemos hacer algo más desde esta consola?
I doubt it. All we have is communications back. For all the good trying to shout in a vacuum will do us.
Veamos, ¿podemos contactar con los mineros?
We could try. But if the miners were trying to trap you up here and probably kill you, why not call them and chat? I don't think a friendly call is going to wake them up.
Vamos si podemos contactar con alguien por el comunicado. Puede que en el registro de terminal haya algo que nos dé la respuesta.
Be my guest. Not much else we can do. The comm's all yours.
Puntos del lado oscuro. Vamos a hacer una pausa, sed buenos, sed felices, hasta ahora.